This is Conscious by Nature. Hit me with that flavor.
Grandmaster Jay. Man, hold your head, homie. Grandmaster Jay, the leader of the NFAC Not Fucking Around crew. Black militia who came on the scene real strong for us during the summer protests and many other protests. They sentenced this man to 7 years in prison.
On what charges, please?
John Johnson, also known as Grandmaster Jay, appeared in federal court for sentencing this morning. He was convicted of assaulting a federal task force officer, among other counts. Johnson and his group, the NFAC, were in Louisville protesting in the summer of 2020 following the death of Breonna Taylor. He pointed a rifle at 2 task force officers despite being warned that doing so is a threat.
They said pointing a firearm at a police officer or federal agent. Now, they were protesting the terrible injustice and death of Breonna Taylor. And at that time, you know, during that summer, we had all kind of fakes and phonies out there. And these so-called police were people that were what they say were deputized or giving legal rights to carry weapons. So it's pretty much some bullshit. They said they could have given him 27 years. 7 years was a little above the minimum for just pointing a gun at these people. Here's where I'm messed up. I'm messed up all the way around. I know they wanted to get somebody who was down for us, right? While they still got the leaders of the goddamn Proud Boys and Boogaloo and whoever, they not even in jail. They just now going through trials and ain't talking about no damn 7 years or nothing. And they pulled guns. Then they did January 6th in the goddamn Capitol building. Remember, think about this. Years ago, 2015, 2016, do you remember when the Bundy boys took over the National Park Reservation Observatory in Oregon? It went on for over 2 weeks where we had armed militia. These are white supremacists. Took over a national park reservation building, which was a federal building. When they had agents come up there and it was a complete armed standoff. One of the I think he's the Proud Boys leader. He was a part of that. And none of those men got jail time or anything terrible that happened to them. They were allowed to do that. So they picking and choosing, but they had to choose somebody who was well known for being the head of a black militia.
And let me get this straight. All for pointing
Firearm.
A gun, a rifle at somebody who was deputized, not even a real official officer. Somebody I say
was given the authority.
Here, Deputy D. Lamar, here you go. Here's a badge for you.
Somebody who was given the authority to carry a weapon during that time to so-called keep the peace.
That could have been anybody.
That could have been.
You ain't even keeping no peace.
It could have been that young boy who shot those people too. What was his name?
Kyle Ritter.
Kyle Rittenhouse.
There you go.
Right?
There you go.
Because they said that he was well in his rights too. Obviously, because he didn't go to jail. And he killed somebody.
And he
somebody had a damn skateboard. He killed him.
And you got one of these wannabe deputies out here pointing gun at women and children. And so the man is out here protecting, pointing the gun back at the dumb deputies. And now this man has got to go to prison for 7 years. Is this coming down on appeal?
I'm hoping that somebody within our community takes the case, because there is so much precedent that I believe that can speak in his favor to get him off. And that's something that you haven't heard of in the news easily.
Why?
They don't want you to know.
Why?
They don't want you to protest.
If they just judge it, if they just be fair and do shit the right way, we wouldn't protest.
Bruh,
Be
you
fair.
hear what word you
Be
said?
fair.
I don't understand.
What the fuck is fair?
What is fair?
They don't. I know.
The police wasn't made on fair. The judgments, the justice system was not made on fair for you and me.
You think?
And there you have it. End of story. You know what I'm saying? Different strokes for different folks, man. You know, if you white, you right. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. You can be in Oregon. You can have a standoff. It's all good and gravy. You won't be brought to justice. Have a good day. Eat your cereal in your living room. If it's us and you point your gun at a deputy, you can get 7 years.
That a bitch.
So hold your head, Grandmaster Jay, for real, man. I hate it, man. I can't believe it when I heard it.
Believe it.
Believe it.
Believe it. The last 3 weeks or a month or so, it's just like I'm just like disgusted by all the fucking shenanigans and bullshit they put us fucking through constantly. And we just got to take this shit. And then what kills me is how we so divided. How we picking and choosing who we gonna rock with.
Why do we follow fools?
Because that's what's out there. That's what they give us. They give us the jesters. They don't give us the scholars. They don't give us the engineers. They don't give us the doctors to follow. They give us the least of the least intelligent country backwood brothers you can find.
It's up to us, man. I gotta keep coming back to that because these, the younger generation that aren't aware, who are, let's say they're ignorant or inept or following fools and